Shut up about Nanotyrannus. 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 Shut up about Nanotyrannus.
Hello, podcastlers, and welcome to Shut Up About Nanotyrannus, another episode of the Deep Time Podcast. This is the only Nanotyrannus episode you're getting for 5 to 7 years, so you'd better enjoy it. Today I am joined by, well, the whole gang, because everyone's here to complain.
Except
namely, Rick's not part of Rick's not a regular, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Rick's special guest. No, I'm joined by Armin.
What's up?
Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
Cal.
Hello.
And me, because I ran out of people. Shut Up About Nanotyrannus is a rather self-explanatory story. But let's provide a little bit of context, shall we? We'll start with context and then ease into why everyone needs to shut up. That sounds good. So, the Dueling Dinosaurs. Does anyone know about the Dueling Dinosaurs? Let me find a picture about the Dueling Dinosaurs, because this is a rather impromptu, rage-fueled episode.
Oh no, what could it be?
I wonder what
I've
Could it be something related to Savannah?
the Guardian has a quality cropped image of the Dueling Dinosaurs dropping in podcast image channel. They have cropped this one to perfection, as you can see here.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh, thank you, Guardian.
What would we do without you, Guardian?
See, the thing is, all I have is the shitty cast. And there's no photographs of the actual ceratopsian specimen. Because fuck ceratopsians, I guess.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so this is an image of the original cast that has not aged well. This cast stars Nanotyrannus or Juvenile Tyrannosaurus on the bottom left. And an indeterminate ceratopsian. As Dave Hone has pointed out in his podcast that I was watching earlier today, because I watch podcasts now apparently, it's quite probable that the new ceratopsian was called a new ceratopsian simply so that they could make money when this first went on auction in 2013-2014, because there's literally nothing to suggest it's anything other than a triceratops.
Wow.
Yeah, it's I'll find a shitty picture of the skull.
I found a good one actually, kinda.
Ooh, share it, please, Armin.
Well, at least it's kinda high resolution. It doesn't really show the fill though.
That's good. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's better than what I had. So, as you can see, probably just a crushed Triceratops. The cool thing about this, though, is the frill apparently has correlates for skin, or more specifically scales as well, scaly skin, which is cool. So no keratin.
Soren is crying the distance.
Yes. And then we have the other one, which is the obviously much better pictured one, which is the Tyrannosaurid.
Oh, I found a better picture of the skull, by the way.
Ooh, okay. Insert that one in, and then I'll drop the Tyrannosaurid one. That's nice. As you can see, it's even got the the ossified epiosteal bone thing hornlets on the frill.
That's amazing.
Use the technical term.
That's very, very well preserved.
Yeah, obviously that's before the skull was prepped. When it comes to prep work on the specimen, that's going to become a key factor later in what everyone needs to shut up about Nanotyrannus. But we'll get to that later. So, speaking of the Tyrannosaur, this is it. It's pretty cool. It's allegedly 100% complete. Is this true? Nobody knows. The arm is extremely complete. The arm is very nice, even down to preserving a phalanx on the third finger, which is wacky because that's the first time it's been preserved in any Tyrannosaur. Tyrannosaurid, I believe, on that grade. It was previously believed that they had completely lost that third finger bone. Obviously, when Paul Sereno gets around to publishing his subadult Tyrannosaurus that apparently does not have it, that'll be another cool data set. But for now, that's all we have. It's also got a skull, which is apparently very nicely preserved. Good neck. It's got a tail. It's got legs, both legs. So it's a gorgeously preserved juvenile Tyrannosaur, up there with like the best of the Gorgosaurus which currently holds the
What
rank.
do you
of-
mean juvenile? Oh.
I
Also
mean,
some-
it's most likely juvenile. Oh right. There it'd be awkward if a certain histology paper gets published on this very day, but
Yeah.
yeah, the other two don't know about this, but I'll brief them in afterwards. Sorry, I forgot to give you guys the heads up. But we may need to do an addendum for shut the fuck up about Nanotyrannus, which is
Oh,
ironic.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
oh
anyways.
my god.
So what can I say? There's that's it. That's what it is. Very nice. Very nice.
yeah.
It is Tyrannus.
Wonderful.
And so this was put on sale in 2013, 2014, up to auction, starting price of 6 million, and it did not sell. And it went back into its warehouse. And then everything just kind of went to shit after that.
Yeah.
So you'd already had a lot of pro nano promotional material and all that, even though obviously there'd been no study. Then you have a documentary made about these privately held specimens, which is lovely. Thank you, National Geographic. Very nice.
What the hell?
I mean, at least that's
Yeah.
where we got the good pictures from.
Yes, yeah, we got good ones there because the owners allowed more than a 480p camera into the
480. Yeah.
So generous of
You
them.
joke.
Wow.
And yeah. Moving on, is there anything else to say? No.
Now.
And so just
We're
We're
language
speeding
there.
right through this episode.
Yeah. So yeah, and then it just languishes there, and then rumors start coming about that it's found a museum home. And a few days back, it's announced the new museum home is announced. So against all odds, after about 6 years, it has a museum home in North Carolina Museum of something or other. North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, which would make sense considering this is Dinosaur. There was also a lot of big drama with regards mineral rights because they'd made the sale, but then the mineral rights owner, the people who own the mineral rights of the land were like, no, these dinosaur bones are minerals, so technically they belong to us. And they were like, oh, land belongs, it's part of the land, we own it. That's how bones have always been. So they went to the state court, and the state court was like, actually, yeah, no, it belongs to land. But then the people who own the minerals were like, no, let's go to the even higher. We're going higher in the hierarchy. And then like the Montana Supreme Court were like, actually, it does belong to the minerals. And it was like, say what? And so then they appealed, and then they went to the U.S. Department of Justice, something or other, and they were like, actually, yeah, it belongs to land. All bones discovered from this day on belong to the land. And I was like, but we've already discovered that. And so they had to go again to the courts, and then they were like, yes, okay, this belongs to the land. But we don't have time to pack all that. So
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
so yeah, so we've got it in a museum. And it's
Yay.
great. It's actually really nice. Great team of people are going to be studying this. Dr. Lindsay Zano, Dr. Thomas Cullen, Dr. Eric Roberts, and then Eric Lund, Lisa Herzog, and Haviv Abrahami will all also be working on it. Very good, quality people. So it and the part where this really comes into play, and I think where we're going to start talking about this, is about the nature of the Tyrannosaur. So that's the backstory. That's where this Tyrannosaur and also Ceratopsian, but like we said, nobody cares about Ceratopsians, where this Tyrannosaur has ended up. Is this Tyrannosaur Nanotyrannosaur juvenile Tyrannosaurus? And by extension, is this the resolution to the debate that has been raging since 1999, so 21 years now, when Thomas Carr first proposed that Nanotyrannus lancensis, formerly known as Albertosaurus lancensis, was in fact a juvenile Tyrannosaurus. So, like I said in the promotional material, they made it out to be this is the resolution.
Damn, the debate's almost as old as I am.
Damn.
Debate's older than I am.
Debate's older than I am for sure.
Older
Yeah,
than me
you're
too,
baby.
baby.
I mean, yeah,
fair.
you are a baby.
Okay. Okay.
Yo-Yo is baby. Cal is literally baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why my name's out in the server.
We're not
Wow.
gonna unpack my nickname. We don't have time for that.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
So yeah.
My nickname is my name because I got kicked out at some point.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
everyone's got kicked out at least once.
Yeah.
Except for Carol.
Akira.
You could have. I made you server captain once when you became a bot.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm nice.
Anyways, back to topic.
Back to the shitty debate. So yeah, so the way this works is that there's so much hype around this one, and arguably it's kind of understandable because there's a lot of cranial features that, according to Peter Larson, line up very well with the holotype of quote-unquote Nanotyrannus. So if this is, in fact, lines up well with an ontogenetic series of Tyrannosaurus, this could be the final nail in the coffin, much as I detest using that term. However, on the other hand, if this is shown to be diagnostic, independent of ontogeny, this could be the final nail in the coffin for the nano-holotype being a juvenile T-Rex.
Yay!
So both camps hinge on this, except, of course, one camp, the one that's pro being a juvenile T-Rex, disagrees for the most part, which is rather understandable since currently the majority of published consensus leans towards the published Nanotyrannus specimens, of which there is a grand total of 1, being juvenile Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, because Jane being the other one that's 96% preserved, so currently the most well-preserved Tyrannosaurus specimen, if it's Tyrannosaurus, besides the Bloody Mary, also has not yet had an osteology. So there's really only one confirmed quote-unquote Nanotyrannus specimen, although because of what has been published about Bloody Mary's skull, Jane's skull, we know it's probably the same as the nano-holotype. But whatever the case, because also another thing that the Dueling Dinosaurs Tyrannosaur, Bloody Mary is the nickname, is arms. I've already mentioned the third finger phalanx, but also the arms are massive, except they're also pathological, which might enhance some of the size, because one of the finger bones is clearly has bone remodeling on the outside, and now the press release that announcing that's in the museum has confirmed that finger is pathological. So is it? Is it not? Wait for the publication.
Please, just wait.
Just-
Please.
Yes.
Please.
I think, yeah, so this is as good as a time to any as to point out the fact that, yes, we have resolution in sight. No matter what camp you're in, no matter what your opinion is, there is a very good chance of resolution. I'm not trying to say this might not resolve it. There is, I feel, this is my personal opinion.
Yeah. This is my personal opinion that is very subjective.
I can't speak for the other 3 members of the podcast. I'm of the personal opinion that when this finally gets an osteology published, it will resolve the debate one way or another.
I'm hoping.
If the debate has not been resolved by then,
I'll just leave. I'll just leave the community. That's it.
No, if the debate has not been resolved by the time an osteology is published, and we'll get to the time frame in a second, if the debate's not been resolved by then, I do believe that this specimen might very well resolve the debate one way or another. So this is light at the end of the tunnel. The other catch being that the time frame for this prep work to clean the specimen and be able to view the bones is not expected to start before 2022 when the specimen goes on display, and is expected to take 5 years. So it might very well be 7 years before we finally get this resolution.
Bro, I'll be an adult.
Dang. Dang.
Yeah, so Yo's basically going to be ancient. He's going to be old and shriveled by then.
I'll be a grandpa by
He
then.
might be dead.
I'm looking at my fingers right now and they're just falling apart from age.
So yeah, so the point that we're all gathered here today to make is shut up.
Yeah, just shut up. Just shut the fuck up.
Shut up about Nanotyrannus. Shut up about Nanotyrannus. Shut up about Nanotyrannus.
Shut up.
What
We
he said.
finally got.
Shut up.
There's hope that this could end, and yet this is not targeted at any individuals, but this is just generally. Whenever anything gets published hinting that there's resolution on site, especially something as big as this key specimen finally getting into the hands of paleontologists, everyone's like, time to debate among ourselves for the next 5 to 7 years. Because that won't be a waste of our time, or of everyone else's time who has to sit in these Discord channels and these Twitter feeds. No, we'll just go on and talk about how, maybe the arm is. There's been not one published scaled measurement of the arms. Not one accurate one that we can reliably say is it.
And people are just jumping around like, it's this big. It's just big, guys.
Yes.
I think it's this big.
Their source, just trust me, bro.
I mean, yeah, and like ordinarily I'd say, well, Larson's published measurements of the arms. Much as I have no personal quarrels with Larson, and I obviously can't say anything about his opinion on the matter, because like I said, it's not resolved in my eyes, and we still need more.
Yeah.
He's been proven to be wrong about the measurements he publishes on Twitter.
Well, that's
Yep.
I mean, Curry in person published an actual leg measurements of the specimen based on CT scans of the actual block, that differ completely from what Larson's given on Twitter.
Interesting.
So so we don't have any, and I mean he is the closest source because besides him, there's no one. I know Getaway Trike has done very nice skeletal, but there's no way of knowing it's accurate.
It's accurate, yeah.
There's no.
It's just guessing.
And so, just why are you guys so hung up about this when we know we'll get an osteology for it in 5 to 7 years?
Like literally nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed, and nothing will change for 5 to 7 years, no matter how much you talk about it. This is not directed at paleontologists who are studying tyrannosaur ontogeny. Absolutely do your thing, especially if you're studying the ontogeny of other tyrannosaurs, because god damn, we need that.
God damn.
But like, why do we need to be debating online about whether or not this taxon that died 67 million years ago is a juvenile of this dinosaur, when we know in 5 to 7 years, a fraction of all this time, we're at the halfway mark, and it's not even like now the debates have started. It's been 7 years since the arm measurements first started doing the rounds.
It's been so long.
It's been so.
So just shut up. Just shut up. That's the whole point of this, the recording. Just shut up. Shut up. Just go out, do something
like,
more important. Just shut up.
Focus on some other dinosaurs. There's a lot of other dinosaurs.
Or hey, not even dinosaurs. Maybe
not even
some
dinosaurs.
How about you figure out microsorphology for a lot of people? That'd be nice. I'd appreciate that.
Debate on some more important topics. Just leave it.
5 to 7 years is more than enough time to learn phylogenetic coding. You can do that.
Yeah, dude.
5 to 7 years
totally.
is you can grow up in that time.
I mean, I'll be quote unquote an adult next year. So
by the time Tyrannus comes out, obviously Akira and I are gonna be dead. So
They're gonna die.
There's a chance I might be dead.
Have to do this.
I mean, Armin and I have reached somatic maturity, so we're basically not important anymore.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So I might have to be carrying on this
The
entire
legacy.
operation.
We're probably gonna have children by then.
I'll be vice president.
Oh,
not
maybe.
maybe. Of course.
I'll be president.
Yeah, I'll be the trusty vice president.
Yeah. Of what country? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
All of them.
All
You
of
can
them.
literally elect your
president of
president in that time.
Empress Kalamako.
That's not gonna make sense out of context.
When do we ever make sense out of context?
That's
Valid point.
True.
yeah,
Like and subscribe to figure out the context.
dude.
But it's just chill.
Yeah.
And it's good people. We've got proper good. Like when Lindsay Zano et al. Publish on this, you know it'll be good.
Oh man, just shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
Be patient, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm saying to shut up, so you should definitely shut up.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Ah, man. Good thing I don't read them. Oh my god.
What?
The debates and the discussions that are happening.
The papers.
every
I
server.
thought you meant like the papers.
I thought you meant the papers. Like,
papers.
shut up. Just wait for the papers. Good thing I'll never
good
read
thing
them.
I'm not reading them ever.
No.
Thank God. Thank fuck I'm illiterate.
Thank God I can read.
Yes. Good thing I can't read.
I
Um,
wish that was the case.
do we have any more points to make?
So top chin looks quite cool.
Yeah?
Shut up about that. Nobody cares.
I mean, yeah.
No, but it actually looks
Well,
pretty
no,
cool.
yeah,
Like,
rest
is
in
it-
peace.
how
If
big
this
is
turns out to be like actually like a frill scale, so rest in peace, Keratin.
Yeah.
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 Wait, how big is the ceratopsian actually? Like, what?
That's a person next to it.
Oh, that is a person.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say
So
it's a horseless. It's a headless horseman, not a horseless headman.
The horse.
That is massive
I
though.
mean-
Wait, hold on. Why would it fight that? That's I would think
See, the
that-
best part is, like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna cut this out if the paper hasn't been published yet. But
Okay.
like, so there's the new thing that I've spoken about with Cal, which is there's a new histology paper that's gonna drop any day now. That's what I've been looking forward to, and I found
Okay.
the supplementary material for it. And so, like
There you go.
the Tyrannosaur specimen, whose histology was published at the start of the year, PT.
Yes.
The 15-year-old quote unquote Nanotyrannus is actually 7.
Oh.
And that one's like still a fair bit larger than this one. So this is probably a 6-year-old Tyrannosaur going up against a likely very mature Triceratops.
Yeah, I'm saying like, what the what? Why?
Absolute lad. That's all
Yeah.
I gotta say.
So like, regardless of its association, this is damn weird.
I don't know what they was
Damn.
thinking.
I mean, we
Ooh.
don't know. If it was Nanotyrannus, it might have been just too cool, and it was like, I'm just different.
If it was Nanotyrannus, it was hunting in a pack, and
So
then
maybe it turns out it was
No!
maybe it turns out that the Triceratops or whatever just was heavily injured or something.
I mean, maybe it's
Maybe.
also possible that they just like fell down together or something. I don't know.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the things they can investigate, which is whether or not they were fighting in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think there's convincing evidence for them fighting. I mean, there's
would be
teeth
cool.
embedded in, but also I don't know.
I think the Nanotyrannus just said, "I'm just different," and it
built
it
different,
fight.
and then died.
and then died.
Built not different. Built normally for a Tyrannosaur.
Oh my god. So can we all say a last round of shut up about Nanotyrannus?
Yes.
Shut about Nanotyrannus. Shut up about Nanotyrannus.
Wait for the
Shut up
fucking
about
paper. Wait for the
Listen,
fucking
listen
paper.
here, folks.
Shut up about Nanotyrannus.
Wait for the paper. Wait for the
Wait 7
paper.
years.
Wait for the paper. Wait for the paper.
Just
Wait for
wait
the
for the
paper.
paper.
Wait for the paper.
Calm down about Nanotyrannus.
Wait for the paper.
Chill
Wait for the
out.
paper.
Kick back. You got
Wait for
5 to 7 years. Do something with your life, you know.
Exactly.
And then when that paper comes out, you can lose your mind. I don't care.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Obama, why are you playing Among Us? Kalamaka, why are you playing Among Us?
I'm
He's
not.
been playing Among Us for the past 3 days. It's
Yeah,
glitched.
about like 3 days.
I'm not. It's just stuck on my computer. It won't leave. Like I tried to like restart my computer and it still shows up. I'm literally in Minecraft.
Okay, okay. Let's just cut this out and move to the end. Maybe I don't know.
No, guys, it's clear. Okay, we've lumped it. Among Us is the senior synonym of Minecraft.
Maybe the junior synonym.
No, but Among Us has precedence. Minecraft is just
No.
non-diagnostic.
So let's move this to like the last bit, or like the end credits or something.
Yes. Hello, podcasters, and welcome to the first addendum of the Deep Time podcast. Fate hates us, and just as we feared, a new histology paper was published literally on the day we finally do our only Nanotyrannus quote-unquote shitty taxon paper. Episode, not paper. So yeah, as we discussed in the episode, new histology paper, and also we discussed this, and now that the histology paper has been published, I'll be leaving that bit in. We discussed the fact that nanomorphs, known as the nanomorphs being, quote unquote Nanotyrannus, have just gotten an age downgrade. In the sense that this new paper, in addition to some very, very interesting stuff that we'll go into more depth another time, because I really think there's a lot to cover here. This paper tackles PT, which is the nanomorph specimen that was discussed at the very start of this year, first of the year actually, and downgrades its age from 15 to more than 7 years old, with 7 being the minimum, so probably 9 or 10. Which is just wild.
Yeah.
This is because, of course, that has a knock-on effect, which means that Bloody Mary, which is substantially smaller than PT, would have been a 6-year-old Tyrannosaur that we found with an adult Triceratops. And then, of course, we have to add the fact that PT may or may not have medullary bone, which is considered a signifier of egg-laying status. So we'd have a 9 to 10-year-old sexually mature taxon in a taxon with skeletal maturity of 16 to 20 years, which isn't actually that crazy because but it's very similar to what we see in some birds today, like derived birds. So it's cool stuff. I don't know if anyone else had a chance to look at the paper and wants to talk about that particular section before we banish nanomorphs to the never discuss part of the podcast again.
Nope, I have nothing to add, really.
I don't have anything either.
I will say what is nice is that the paper refers to it as CF Tyrannosaurus Rex because it's not, adopting a certain stance. And the lead author on this is one of the scientists working on Bloody Mary. So that's good. We should have an impartial and clearly well-learned team, not that was ever in doubt, at the helm of this paper that will be published in 5 to 7 years. Craig, fuck off. What the hell has that? Craig's been disconnected. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
No, what? No, wait, he's still here. Wait, no, it's not.
Well, you know, I think that's
York anyway, so
yeah. So we'll just end this episode here. Oh, the one thing I do want to mention is what is the bearing this has on Nanotyrannus and the Nanotyrannus status? Absolutely fucking none. In the supplementary intro, they themselves say that although this contradicts the Holly Woodward study published at the start of the year, it does not have any bearing on the taxon's validity. So,
Yeah, so
5 to 7 years.
as said in
remember.
the previous video, you can still shut up about Nanotyrannus. Thank you.
Yes. So that's all from us now before Gjark disconnects and probably murders someone and gains sentience. So thank you all for watching. Shut up.
Shut up about Nanotyrannus. See you next time.
Like and
Bye.
subscribe. Hit that bell notification button. Bye-bye.
Hello, podcastlers, and welcome to the Deep Time Podcast's first addendum. Much as we said in the episode, we're fucking back because that's just our timing. We make things difficult for ourselves.
Yeah, fate hates us.
Yeah. So much as we feared, a new histology paper has been published literally today.
Now recording.
Oh, fuck off! Jesus Christ.
Wow, what a wonderful day for the Addendum. Craig was on break, man. Come on.
So I assume we're sticking this at the end of the addendum.
I guess.
Does it mean we have like 2 post-credit scenes, like one from the episode and one from this?
Yes.
Nice.